Hello Zenith women and welcome to the channel. Not all storms come to disrupt your life, some come to clear your path. For the Sigma female, this isn't just a quote, it's a way of life. While many get caught up in the emotional tempests of everyday relationships, Sigma females have mastered the art of staying unhurt, like a seasoned sailor who navigates rough seas with barely a splash. Did you know that according to psychology, those who embrace solitude are often more emotionally resilient? They don't crumble easily, and they aren't at the mercy of other people's opinions. And Sigma females? They take that resilience to a whole new level, turning solitude into their secret armor. Sure, they might come across as mysterious, even a little intimidating, like that friend who never texts back but somehow shows up when it matters the most. But beneath that aloof exterior is someone who's built a fortress of inner peace, unshaken by the emotional chaos that rattles most. Why? Because they don't just survive life's storms, they thrive in them, staying untouched by the noise around them. Let's unravel exactly how they do it, because once you understand their playbook, you might just want to borrow a few pages. And trust me, it's worth sticking around for this one. After all, who wouldn't want to learn the art of never letting life get under their skin? Number 1. Rejection doesn't bother them, it liberates them. Rejection is often treated like a punch in the gut, something that leaves most people reeling and questioning their worth. But for a Sigma female, rejection is more like a quick reality check, a clear sign that she's better off without whatever or whoever just walked out of her life. It's not about bruised egos or lingering doubts, it's about clarity. She sees it as a form of natural selection, a way to filter out what's not meant for her without wasting her time or energy. If someone rejects her, she doesn't take it personally. She recognizes it for what it is, a door closing so she can find another that's more aligned with her path. This perspective gives her a unique kind of freedom. Where others might obsess over what went wrong or try to mold themselves into someone else's ideal, a Sigma female moves on. She knows that rejection isn't about her worth, it's about mismatched paths. So she doesn't bend over backwards trying to change anyone's mind or prove herself to people who don't see her value. To her, it's just the universe's way of saying, not this one, try again. And she's all too happy to heed the advice. What makes this approach even more powerful is that she's not bitter about it. She's practical and, quite frankly, a little amused by how much power people think they have when they try to put her down. Rejection, for her, is liberating because it strips away false hope, unrealistic expectations, and wasted time. It allows her to keep her focus on the things that matter, the people who see her worth from the start. It's like having a built-in filter that keeps her life drama-free, and in her world, that's pure gold. Number 2, never in a rush to label relationships. Sigma females are never in a rush to slap a label on relationships, whether it's a budding friendship or a potential romance. They believe that time is the ultimate truth-teller. Rather than jumping into defining things too quickly, they prefer to let connections unfold naturally. This approach allows them to observe, learn, and see people for who they really are over time, rather than who they might pretend to be in the early stages. By taking their time, they give people space to reveal their true selves, because anyone can put on a good act at the beginning. They know that in the rush to define a relationship, it's easy to overlook red flags or ignore mismatched values simply because the excitement of a new connection clouds judgment. So they remain patient, watching how someone treats them and others, especially when no one is watching. This approach saves them from the roller coaster of disappointment when a person's mask eventually slips. Their reluctance to label things too soon also keeps them grounded and in control of their emotional investment. They avoid falling into the trap of expecting too much, too soon. If a romantic interest starts out charming but reveals a more self-centered side later on, a Sigma female is already prepared to adjust her expectations or walk away altogether. The same goes for friendships. They don't call someone a best friend after a few good conversations. They wait to see if that person's loyalty and character stand the test of time. It's not about being detached or unfeeling, it's about valuing themselves enough to allow relationships to prove their worthiness before giving them a title. They believe that anything real will stand the test of time, and they aren't willing to settle for anything less. This patience keeps their circle authentic and free from unnecessary drama. Number 3, trust is given, not earned. For Sigma females, the concept of trust takes a refreshing turn. Instead of making people jump through hoops to earn it, they hand it out up front, guided by their gut instincts. If they sense a genuine vibe from someone, they're willing to extend that initial trust. However, this generosity comes with a crucial caveat. It's on a short leash. The moment someone crosses a boundary or betrays that trust, it's game over, no questions asked. This mindset flips the traditional narrative of trust, being something that must be earned over time. For a Sigma female, it's more about intuition and the immediate energy a person brings. If someone feels off from the start, she won't hesitate to keep them at arm's length. Conversely, if someone seems trustworthy at first, she'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but only for as long as they play fair. This policy makes her relationship straightforward but intense. She doesn't waste time on prolonged dramas or discussions about loyalty. The stakes are high. If you mess up, you don't get a second chance to redeem yourself. It's not about being vindictive. It's about maintaining her own emotional safety. Sigma females have no interest in accommodating those who don't respect their boundaries. They'd rather cut their losses than invest in someone who's shown their true colors. This approach can be startling to those used to the more forgiving, gradual building trust model. But for Sigma females, it's a protective mechanism. By setting clear limits, they preserve their energy and emotional well-being. They understand that trust, once broken, is difficult to rebuild, so they choose to protect themselves fiercely from the get-go. This no-nonsense attitude helps them cultivate relationships that are authentic and grounded in mutual respect, keeping toxic influences at bay. Number 4. Emotional unavailability to the unworthy. Sigma females guard their emotions like a high-security vault, and only those who truly earn their trust are given the key. It's not that they're incapable of feeling deeply, far from it, but they know the value of their emotional energy, and they refuse to waste it on those who haven't proven themselves worthy. They've seen how easily some people throw around feelings, how quick they are to ask for vulnerability without offering the same in return. To a Sigma female, that's a red flag, and she won't be lured into pouring her heart out just because someone thinks they deserve access. Their emotions operate on a need-to-know basis, and most people don't make the cut. They believe that not everyone who asks about their feelings has pure intention, so they keep their cards close to their chest. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about self-preservation. It's their way of keeping their hearts safe from those who might use their vulnerability against them, or simply handle it carelessly. They have no interest in letting just anyone wander into their inner world, only to leave a mess behind. When they do open up, it's a rare moment, and it's never a decision they take lightly. It's reserved for those who have shown consistency, respect, and a genuine interest in understanding who they are beyond the surface. Until then, most people only get to see the calm, composed exterior, never the full depth of their emotions. This approach might make them seem distant or emotionally unavailable to some, but it's not about being cold. It's about protecting the parts of themselves that matter most. For a Sigma female, it's simple. If you haven't shown that you're truly worthy, don't expect to access the depths of her heart. Number 5. They read people like open books. Sigma females have an almost uncanny ability to read people. It's not some mystical power. It's a combination of sharp observation and instinct. They pick up on the small details that others overlook, the slight change in someone's tone, the hesitation in their words, the way their body language shifts when they're trying to hide something. To most, these are tiny, insignificant clues. To a Sigma female, they're a roadmap that reveals what's really going on beneath the surface. This skill allows them to see through facades and figure out people's true intentions before anyone else even suspects there's more to the story. They notice the little inconsistencies between what people say and what they do, the subtle tells that hint at a hidden agenda. It's like having a built-in lie detector, but instead of calling people out directly, they use this knowledge to protect themselves. They can spot a manipulator from a mile away, sidestep toxic relationships, and steer clear of those who only want to take advantage of them. This ability isn't just for protecting themselves from deceitful people, though. It's also how they know whom to trust and when to open up. They might not let just anyone into their inner circle, but when they do, it's because they've already seen that person's character in action. They've watched how they treat others when no one's looking, noticed their genuine moments of kindness, and recognized when someone is being real. Because of this, Sigma females rarely end up blindsided by betrayal or caught off guard by someone's true nature. They've already pieced the puzzle together long before the rest of the world catches on. It's a skill that keeps their world surprisingly drama-free, and it's why they can navigate the complex web of social dynamics with such calm confidence. Number 6. Low tolerance for drama. Sigma females have an incredible skill. They treat drama like it's background noise, the kind that fades into irrelevance. It's not that they don't notice the chaos swirling around them. Oh, they notice, but unlike most people, they don't get sucked into the emotional whirlpool. They watch the drama unfold from a distance, almost like it's a reality show they didn't sign up for, but somehow everyone else is obsessed with. They might raise an eyebrow, maybe chuckle a bit at the absurdity of it all, and then keep it moving. They have this instinct that kicks in the moment things get messy. When someone tries to drag them into petty conflicts or manipulative games, a Sigma female is out the door faster than you can say, "Who's to blame?" It's not because she's cold or doesn't care. She just knows that most drama is nothing but wasted energy, and she's got better things to do. She's mastered the fine art of being unbothered, understanding that most of the chaos people bring to the table has nothing to do with her. And when she leaves, she doesn't make a scene about it. There's no grand exit or dramatic monologue. She just stops engaging, leaving people wondering where their audience went, and that's the real kicker. While everyone else is exhausting themselves trying to win the argument or prove a point, she's already moved on to more important things like her goals, her peace, and maybe a good book. This isn't about being detached, it's about being selective with her energy. She knows that drama is like quicksand. The more you struggle with it, the deeper you sink. And frankly, she's not about to get her shoes dirty for someone else's mess. Number 7. Emotional intelligence, but not emotional. Sigma females possess a profound emotional intelligence that sets them apart. They have an uncanny ability to read the room, picking up on the unspoken feelings of others, and navigating complex emotional landscapes with ease. This understanding isn't just about empathy, it's about strategy. They can discern genuine emotions from manipulative tactics, allowing them to respond thoughtfully without being swept away by the tide of someone else's feelings. While they're in tune with their own emotions, they don't let them dictate their actions. This balance is key to their resilience. They recognize that emotions can be powerful, but also potentially misleading. So, instead of allowing feelings to rule their decisions, they approach situations with a level-headed mindset. This ability to separate emotion from action enables them to maintain control, even in high-pressure scenarios. By using their emotional intelligence as a shield, Sigma females effectively protect themselves from emotional manipulators. They're not easily swayed by guilt trips or emotional outbursts because they see through the smoke and mirrors. If someone tries to pull at their heartstrings to get what they want, they quickly identify the ploy and respond accordingly, often with a cool, detached clarity. This doesn't mean they lack compassion. On the contrary, they're deeply empathetic. However, their empathy doesn't render them vulnerable. They know how to support others without becoming emotionally entangled, keeping their boundaries intact. This skill allows them to engage in meaningful relationships while keeping toxic influences at bay. They're the calm in the storm, providing insight and understanding to those around them without compromising their emotional safety. In a world filled with emotional chaos, Sigma females stand firm, wielding their emotional intelligence as both a compass and a protective barrier. Number 8. Their silence is a weapon of mass destruction. For Sigma females, silence is not merely the absence of sound, it's a potent weapon in their arsenal. While many people scramble to fill awkward pauses with chatter or meaningless words, Sigma females understand the power of a well-timed silence. They wield it like a sword, cutting through conversations and social dynamics with a precision that leaves others unsettled. Their quietness isn't a sign of weakness or insecurity. It's a strategic choice that puts them in control of the narrative. When faced with a situation that demands a reaction, Sigma females often choose to hold their tongue. This isn't just to gather their thoughts, but to create an atmosphere of tension and anticipation. Their silence can make others squirm, especially those who thrive on being the center of attention or who are used to having the upper hand in discussions. This deliberate withholding of words forces people to confront the discomfort of their own actions or words, revealing insecurities they may not even realize they possess. Moreover, their silence serves as a powerful tool for observation. By stepping back and allowing others to speak, Sigma females gather valuable insights about motivations, intentions, and underlying dynamics. They're adept at reading the room and understanding unspoken cues, which gives them a significant advantage. While others may rush to respond, they're carefully assessing the situation, biding their time for the moment when their words will have the most impact. In a world where everyone seems eager to fill the air with noise, Sigma female silence can feel revolutionary. It challenges the expectation that communication must always be verbal. By choosing when to speak and when to stay silent, they assert their agency, transforming a typical social dynamic into one where they hold the reins. Ultimately, their silence is a powerful reminder that sometimes the loudest voice is the one that chooses to remain quiet. Number 9. Not afraid to walk away. Sigma females have mastered the art of walking away, and they do it with a sense of purpose that's almost ruthless. They don't stay in situations that drain them, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or a job that no longer aligns with their values. Nostalgia and sentimentality don't hold much power over them. They refuse to be held back by the idea that just because something has history, it should have a future. It's not that they're heartless. They can feel deeply, but they value their own well-being above clinging to something that's lost its meaning. When things start to feel off, they take it as a sign to reevaluate rather than sticking around, hoping things will get better. They understand that sometimes growth means outgrowing people and places, and they don't apologize for choosing themselves in the process. Walking away is not easy, and they know this better than most. But they've learned that staying in a situation out of guilt or fear of hurting others often ends up hurting themselves more. So they don't let anyone guilt-trip them into staying where they don't belong. They'd rather face the discomfort of leaving than the slow burnout of staying where they're not appreciated. Their ability to leave without looking back comes from a deep understanding that not every connection is meant to last forever. Some people and situations serve a purpose, teach a lesson, and then it's time to move on. A Sigma female makes peace with that, embracing the idea that life is about moving forward, not staying stuck. It's why, when they walk away, they don't do it with bitterness or resentment, just a quiet resolve to keep moving toward what aligns with their path. And they never regret it because they know that sometimes leaving is the healthiest thing they can do. Number 10. Emotional boundaries like a vault. Sigma females treat their emotional boundaries like a highly secure vault, meticulously guarding their inner world from any intrusions. They don't merely set boundaries, they fortify them, creating a protective barrier that ensures only those who truly respect their space can gain access. This level of emotional security isn't built on fear. It's a conscious choice made from self-awareness and the understanding of their worth. They know that their emotions are valuable, and they refuse to let just anyone stroll in and take advantage. When a Sigma female establishes her boundaries, she does so with clarity and conviction. It's not a mere suggestion. It's a statement of intent. She articulates what is acceptable and what isn't, making it clear that her emotional landscape is not a free-for-all. This approach sends a strong message to anyone tempted to push against her limits. Those who try to breach her boundaries, whether through manipulation, guilt, or coercion, quickly learn that they're dealing with someone who knows her value and won't be easily swayed. Inside her emotional vault, trust and genuine connection are prized. She allows only those who demonstrate respect and loyalty to get a glimpse of her true self. For Sigma females, relationships are built on mutual respect, and they expect the same in return. Anyone who shows signs of emotional freeloading or attempts to exploit her kindness finds themselves quickly shut out, often without a second thought. This strength doesn't make them unapproachable or cold. Rather, it creates a space where authentic relationships can flourish. Those who earn access to her vault find themselves in a sanctuary of understanding and support, while others are left outside, recognizing that they've underestimated her resolve. By maintaining these strong emotional boundaries, Sigma females ensure that their relationships are meaningful, protecting themselves from the chaos that often comes with emotional entanglements. Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we delve deep into the captivating world of Sigma females and explore how they master the art of emotional resilience. From wielding silence as a powerful weapon to fortifying their emotional boundaries like an impenetrable vault, Sigma females navigate relationships with unmatched strength and insight. Discover the unique traits that set Sigma females apart, and learn how their emotional intelligence allows them to maintain authenticity while protecting their inner peace. Whether you identify as a Sigma female or are simply curious about this intriguing personality type, this video offers valuable insights that can enhance your understanding of self-worth and relationship dynamics. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Together, we'll explore more empowering discussions and uncover the secrets to personal growth and emotional mastery. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, experiences, or questions. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Thanks for watching, and bye.